Remember, we are on a different time now. We're shift time 1 hour forward. Yep, that's me. I am watching my own YouTube videos, but I'm not watching my YouTube videos from the same channel where the YouTube videos are uploading. I'm watching them from a different YouTube channel, so I can gain the watch time out. So, you know, I gotta think smart. But anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Welcome to another vlog on my channel. And I'm actually driving from West Palm Beach to Orlando. I'm off today. Today is my Saturday. You know, yesterday was my Friday, so I'm off Wednesday, Thursday on this bit. So I'm on my way to Orlando. I have a car in Orlando. I need to change the battery on it and put it up for sale and use that money for my medical bill for the implants that I'm gonna get, my dental implants. So I'm on my way to Orlando to do that. Plus, I made an appointment with the airport badging office in the Orlando International Airport to start my badging process, because going back to Orlando, baby. I work for Southwest Airlines, and I've been working in West Palm Beach International Airport, which, by the way, yesterday was the official launch date of the new airport code for West Palm Beach International Airport. Instead of being Palm Beach International, which used to be coded PBI, now it's going to be Donald J. Trump International Airport, which is going to be coded DJT. Take it as you want, but it's official. Started yesterday. But I started back in Orlando back in 2008. You know, that's my home, where I started working. And I went to Fort Lauderdale from there, then came here to West Palm Beach, and I'm going back to Orlando. Yeah, so that's a bit of news. Watching my own videos, just racking up on those watch hours. I don't know how easy or hard it's going to be, but let me explain to you the reason why I'm doing that. I'm 55 years old. I believe that I don't want to kill myself for the rest of my life. I don't want to continue to work until I'm 70 something years old. I've tasted the cruise bug. I've been bitten by the cruise bug. Now I love cruising. I've discovered cruise content creators, and I've noticed it is a lifestyle, and I've gotten enamored with that lifestyle. I want to retire, get whatever I have, 401k, put it on safe, so I can have some type of cruising life while I earn my way to getting to the YouTube monetization qualifications, because YouTube can pay you for the videos that you have on the channel. It is a dream, you know. I have that dream, and I have faith. I have hope that everything is achievable. YouTube did throw a curveball at all of us that kind of threw all of us out of whack. Mostly anybody that's on YouTube that is thinking about someday qualifying for monetization. I am one of those. I guess the YouTube changes that have come across lately doesn't really affect those who are already monetized, who have been getting already paid by the YouTube because they're already past that point. The issue is now become a problem for those who need to get there to qualify, then to get the invitation from YouTube to apply for monetization, and to go from there, to get it going, to get it started. I have until, well, anybody that's not monetized, we have until January 31st of next year. This is the end of August. We need 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers before January 31st in order to qualify. It is my dream, my goal to get there in order for me to say, you know what, I'm gonna work part-time, I'm gonna retire, I'm gonna do something where I can dedicate more time to actually travel. If we don't make it, then yeah, we're gonna be discouraged. But I say, do not be discouraged. Sometimes all it takes is one moment, or maybe 2 moments or 3 moments or whatever, but it might take one video to what they call viral. It might take one video that you made that video at the right time, with the right title, with the right thumbnail, and with the right content that somehow just pulled a lot of views, pulled a lot of people watching it, meaning, you know, you collecting watch hours, and a lot of people subscribed to your channel because of that video. So it might take one video, and I have videos. I have a lot of, I think I have a lot of videos, and I'm doing this on my own. Like I'm learning how to edit. I'm learning how to shoot, and everything that you see, I haven't learned from anybody else, and I'm kind of just going with it and learning as I go. Nobody's telling me you're doing this wrong, or, you know, that's the way to do it. So that might be a mistake. You know, I should probably try to figure out a way to try to do every video, do the right thing, make the right video, make the perfect video. But I don't know what a perfect video is. I don't know what a perfect thumbnail is. I don't know. And then, you know, I understand that there's a lot of people here on YouTube that can help you, but everybody has a different idea. So which one are you going to listen to? You can't listen to all of them, because this one might say use red and this one might say use yellow. So which one is right and which one is wrong? So the way I see it, nobody's wrong. Everybody has a way. If you give advice, it's because you did something that worked for you. So you're giving advice because of that reason, because it worked for you, and it might work for others, but it might not work for everybody. But you listen to all advices. That's why I watch those videos. Now back to what I was saying. If we just happen not to make it through the monetization threshold qualification by the end of January next year, it's going to be double the 4,000, which is going to make it 8,000. So even if you have 3,980 hours, you have 20 hours to complete. And if you don't complete that 20 hours before on February 1st, you might get those 20 hours on February 1st, but you didn't have it on January 31st. So now on February 1st, you have 4,000 watch hours. You're not done. Now you got to continue and get 4,000 more. Is it doable? Yes, it's doable, because it has been shown by some professionals that made videos on how fast they've actually made a whole lot more than 8,000 watch hours. But you have to be lucky. You have to be blessed. You have to be doing the right thing. And YouTube has to be kind of the YouTube algorithm has to be sharing or pushing your content to the right demographics, to the right viewers, and you also have to be doing your part. We have to be doing our part in doing a catchy thumbnail, a catchy title. Yes, we should not take it as a full-time job that is gonna pay our bills. So it might take a long time for some of us, and we might get lucky. It might be like a viral video, and we might make it. So I wish everybody that is in the same situation, that is it is hard for those of us who have a job, who have a full-time job, and sometimes we don't have the time available while we're working to think of ideas, to shoot the ideas, to because it's all based on a niche. Since I mentioned the word gamble, I'm gonna jump into the explanation of why I say that I would want to retire, stop working, and cruise. And I know some of you ask, how would you cruise if you're gonna stop working? How are you gonna pay for the cruises? So it's not thinking of the idea that I'm gonna pay full price for the cruise. I've cruised enough to learn that if you play on the casino, you don't have to pay a lot of money. If you just play in the casino, don't gamble to the point where you're gonna reach for winnings and you're gonna just spend a lot of money. Play for points. Play for time played in the casino. The casino program for each cruise line will actually invite those people who played in the casino to come back on board and continue to play on future cruises. And the way they do that is they offer extremely discounted or free rooms as long as you come back. Just pay the taxes and fees and come and we'll give you a free room on this cruise. All you gotta do is pay the taxes, and we'll give you free drinks on top of that, or we give you free Wi-Fi for the sailing on top of that, or they give you incentives. So play in the casino. When you get off the cruise, you're gonna start getting offers from the casino program, offering you discounted, 100% discounted rooms, or 90% discounted rooms, or 80% discount, whatever. And then with other incentives added on top of that, like free drinks, like maybe credit on excursions, credit on Wi-Fi, credit on specialty dining, and so on and so forth. So having that said, let's say if I monetize on YouTube, I stop working my job, all I have to do is make enough money from the videos on YouTube where I can pay for taxes and fees to go on these other cruises. I forgot to tell you, some of the other incentives that they give you on top of giving you the free room, besides paying for taxes and fees, is to give you free play. So they give you $200, $250, $300, $350, $400, up to $2,000, $3,000. And it all depends on the way you played on a previous cruise on the casino. But you get free play, free money. So you start playing with free money, and then you get to use some of your own money. While you're playing, you're winning and losing, winning and losing. So let's say you start with 500 of your own dollars, right? You could play with that $500 for like a 10-day cruise. You could get lucky enough where you hit bonuses that give you $1,000 win, that give you $1,500 win, that give you a $700 win, that give you $200 wins. So you could play for a long time with little money because you get winnings and then you play back those winnings back into the machines. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to, every single dollar that goes to the machine or that goes in cycle doesn't have to be out of your pocket. You do just make sure you choose the right machines and try to not overdo yourself by betting high when you have a bankroll, meaning the amount of money that you have available to play. That's called bankroll. When you have a bankroll that's not big enough, don't go crazy and do high, max bets or anything like that. Try to choose low volatility machines that they don't give you big winnings, but they keep you in the game. So you win 100, 150, 200, and you keep playing, and you lose 150, and then you win 300 again, and so you keep playing without putting money out of your pocket because they'll always give you some winning, and on the background you're collecting points, and you're playing for a long time. And that's the criteria that the casino program on the cruise uses to offer you free rooms on future cruises, so you can use the casino again. You know, which is what they hope you would do. They don't force you to it. You know, that's what they give you. You know, to begin with, we'll give you a room, plus we give you, you know, $200, $250, $300 free money, so you can play. And then, you know, and then they expect you to use some of your own money and continue to play, because the casino's goal is to get you money. That's how they make money, and they do. But when you think about the rewards that you get offers for, like, you know, 5, 6, 10, 15 cruise offers from playing on one sailing in the casino. And let's say you spend $500, $800, but you get these offers for 15 cruises. You know, that you keep getting offers on the mail and on your email. Just from that one visit to the casino, I think it's worth it. It actually pays off. So this is what I mean when I say to kind of just cruise while not working, is by not paying full price, but by getting free rooms, by playing in the casino, getting points, getting invited back to a cruise from the casino program, where I don't have to pay for the room. All I have to pay is for the taxes and some of the other incentives, you know, on top of that. I do need some money to come on board. First of all, even though you get in the room for free, you still got to pay down payment. The down payment is going to be given back to you. So beforehand, you're going to need to put money down. Say $200, you know, it's a double occupancy, $100 per person. You put $200 deposit. The room is free. You pay, you know, $150 tax fee for both people. So in total, it's going to be $350 for the cruise. You're going to get $200 back, because your deposit is going to be given back to you, because they don't want that. Remember, the room is free. The $150 that you pay for taxes for both people, that you have to pay no matter what. So that's the real expense. That is the real money that you actually pay. You get the $200 deposit, you get it back, and you can cash it out, put it back in your pocket, or you can leave it on the account, and then you cannot play in the casino anyway, right? So you can use that to play in the casino. Once you're done using the money that they give you for free, you get off the cruise, you're gonna get offers, and you keep getting offers, and you keep getting offers, and those offers, you keep booking it, and you're gonna go on so many cruises where what you're gonna pay for each cruise is like $200, $200, you know, $170, $200, $250 for two people for a 7-day cruise. I mean, you gotta say that's almost free. So it is doable. And imagine you getting paid by YouTube, because you already qualify for monetization. You have more than enough, because you'll be getting sometime, even if it's minimum. I had to take the camera off because it is getting overheated. I don't even know if it's recording. So yes, it was overheating because I had it on the sun. So I don't know how much of this was recorded, how much was lost. I'm just gonna pick up where I left off. So yeah, it's not free, but it's almost free if you think about it. And if you're already getting paid, if we reach qualification for monetization with YouTube, and we're already getting paid, we just gotta make enough money in order to pay for the down payment and for the taxes of those cruises that we book. You know, just book cruise after cruise after cruise. If you do the down payment for each one of those cruises, you're gonna get that money back. You're gonna get the down payment back as cash. So you're not losing that money. You just gotta put it up front. So is that my goal? Yes, that is my goal. Is that something that I could probably do forever and not worry about having a job, and not worry about, you know, finding where am I gonna get the money to pay for what I actually need to pay to go on a free room offer cruise? Yeah, it is doable. And again, even if it's not YouTube, even if it's the the money's coming from somewhere else. Let's say I do retire, and I say, you know what, I want to retire and get my federal check. Whatever I get, I can use that money to pay for the minimalistic taxes and fees that I need to pay to go on the cruises. Every month or every week, well, what are you spending? You're spending less than, let's call it $250, $300, but let's call it $250. You're gonna pay for a 7-day cruise. Multiply that by a full month, and whatever that is, that's how much you need to have in a month to be on a cruise for a whole month, to do 4 cruises at 7 days each. What we're talking about, like $1,000. And if you get to make more than $1,000, remember, once you're on the cruise, you don't have to pay for food. You don't have to go grocery shopping. You don't have to pay for a mortgage. You don't have to pay a cleaner to clean your house. You don't have a house to clean. You don't have to pay for car registration and car insurance. You don't have to pay for a light bill. You don't have to pay for a water bill. All of that is included on your cruise. And even if the cruise is more than 150 or 200 or 250, it's still better than living on land. And I'm starting to see that as a vision. It is a vision for me now. I do have a monthly responsibility. I don't have a mortgage, but I have a rent. I have bills. I have this car. I have the insurance. I pay for a cell phone bill. I pay for electricity and water where I'm renting. I pay for gas to move around. I have to pay for groceries. I have to pay for food at a restaurant, somebody cook it for me, or I have to pay for groceries and cook it myself. When you're on a cruise, you don't do any of that. That is done for you. So imagine, just compare the price that you're paying for the value that you're getting. But yeah, it is doable. It is something that I see as a vision, as a goal of mine, something that I want to do, and something that I'm gonna shoot for. It's a vision that I have. I don't see it as impossible. It's just going to take time. Just as it is going to take effort and time to actually get to take this channel and take it up to the qualifications for getting paid with YouTube with the YPP program. And I hope if you're shooting for it, you also get it as well. Cruising, like I say, I fell in love with it and I want to do it. Those are my goals. That's my vision, and that's it. I just wanted to share a little bit of my life, a little bit of my planning, and I wanted this to be a video of a different video other than being on board a cruise. That I want to start posting on this channel. I want to talk to you guys. I want to make a family with you guys. I want to make a community. And if you find this video by chance and you're still watching it, and please subscribe. Help me get to the 1,000. I don't even have 400, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I know I have to do something different. I know I have to get better at it, because I'm not gaining subscribers fast enough, and I'm not gaining watch hours fast enough. I will probably try to watch one of those YouTube coaches videos where they can actually give you ideas on what exactly YouTube expects from you to make a perfect video and a perfect thumbnail and a perfect title and a perfect description, and try to work on that. But I'm not a quitter, and it's every channel, every niche is different. So I just probably haven't reached the right people, and it's just time. It's gonna take time, but time will tell. And when I get there, even if it takes me another year or another year and a half, but I will get there. And once I get there, that's it, baby. I'm definitely retiring, you know, and living on a cruise. Yep, I said it. Living on a cruise. I don't know what's gonna happen from here to then. I want to see myself there. I want to cruise as close to living on a cruise as possible, which I know is probably not. It's hard to say I want to live on a cruise and actually do it. You have to get off the ship, you know. At some point, like I say, you need to go to the doctor. You need to buy stuff, and you know. But I want to do that, and I'm shooting for it. That's my goal, and I hope you follow me on my journey and you come along the way. Follow me, subscribe, comment on my channel, give me advice, hit like, try to engage with the channel so YouTube can kind of take the algorithm and say, okay, this channel is interesting, let's push it out, you know. So far that's what I have for now. And for those of you who have not reached the monetization threshold, we are together on that boat. Let's pray that something happens and we all go viral before the end of January 31st, 2027. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying to the end. And I'll see you on the next video. I'm out.